Good morning. So earlier this morning, I did a video about allowing yourself to be guided during the letting go and allowing yourself to be guided during the spiritual awakening and also during the twin flame journey. We are being divinely guided. And in order to be divinely guided, you have to kind of let go of your preset conceptions of what you need to do and your belief systems. Um, but how do you know when you are being guided? So that comes into following your intuition and following your calling and your guidance as it comes through. So you will, it's inspired, take inspired action. So when you feel inspired to do something, do it. Do it immediately before it loses its momentum. Because then, when you start something, see, we have to create movement within our life. We have to stay in movement in order to allow the divine to come in and to lead us down the right path, right? But a lot of times when we're on the spiritual awakening, we don't know what the right move is. What should we be doing? So you do the obvious next step. The obvious next step for me is doing dishes. So you do the obvious next step, and then your intuition will come in and will guide you. They're just like doing this video. I'm in the middle of doing dishes, and I have already done a video this morning about allowing yourself to be guided. And then came through another part of that, which is take inspired action. That means when you feel a calling to do something, whether you understand it or not, or whether it makes sense according to the old world rules, right? Maybe it's, well, right now I need to be working so that I can make money, or right now the dishes need to be done so that I can bake bread, or, without listening to the stories in your mind, go ahead and act on that guided intuition, as long as it is for the better good. So how can you tell if it's for the better good? So, for instance, we have false callings, which are callings to go back into our old ways and old behaviors that we have already overcome. For instance, addictions, or for instance, behaviors that we know that do not serve us, that we have done again and again and again. And we will feel like a pull and a draw to continue down the same route that we have been going down. And so you have to be able to, in your own self, find the difference between inspired intuition, which is your calling, which is the divine speaking to you, and and the difference between your old patterns nagging at you to release you from the uncomfortableness of being in the unknown. So going through the spiritual awakening, we go through these. We go up a level and up a level, and while we're going up a level, um, we are shedding old behaviors and old patterns and things that don't serve us anymore. And a lot of times we're shedding things that we don't have that space filled yet. We don't really know where we're headed to yet, or and so it creates kind of like this uncomfortable gap in ourselves of the unknowing. And where does fear sit? Fear sits in the unknowing. So a lot of times fear will start seeping in. See, you can have fear or you can have curiosity, right? You can fill those gaps also with awe, with, okay, there's space now for new to come in. What's going to come in? I'm going to be blessed now. There is no gap, there is no absence in life. So when you let go of old behaviors and old things that don't serve you anymore, new things will come in. And as long as you learn how to decipher what comes in and only allow what is in your current vibration, right? If we're always increasing in vibration, if we're always coming back to our core vibration, right? It's not increasing. It's like peeling away what doesn't belong to us. So we're coming back to our core, internal, natural, aligned with the universe vibration. So as we go through this spiritual awakening, rising through the spiritual awakening, through the ascension, through the portal to the new world and to the all and back to ourselves, in any way you look at it, anybody that's on the spiritual awakening knows exactly what I'm talking about. The words are just there to kind of structure the idea so that we can comprehend it and inner comprehend it and give legitimacy to the route. Everything that I'm speaking internally, already. Um, so as we're shedding these things that are not aligned with us anymore, we can decipher and not allow the negativity back in. Even with the uncomfort, when we learn to sit in that uncomfort and we learn to allow and just be in the moment and just do the obvious next step, and inspired action will things will start inspiring you. You'll start getting glimpses of where you need to be, what needs to be, what is the next step. And so when you get those intuitions, act on them immediately, even if it's just taking one little step towards whatever it is, will get the ball rolling. It will tell the universe, I'm ready for this. It will tell the universe, I heard you. I am moving towards it. Even if I'm in the middle of dishes and the inspiration or the intuition takes me away from that for a minute, when you act on it immediately, first of all, you don't lose the intuition, you don't lose the inspiration. A lot of times, if we put inspiration in a drawer and say, okay, so I'll do this later, when you pull it out of the drawer later, the inspiration is gone, the momentum is gone, the essence of it, because it's an energy that comes through you. The essence of that energy, you have to pull it again from the ethers. And sometimes you're not aligned with it exactly. But when you're completely letting go, for instance, doing dishes, and you're completely let go, your mind is free to perceive, you're not forcing anything, then you're allowing space for these intuitions to come in, and then just act on the intuition when they come in, act on the take inspired action. And that will lead you to where you need to be, because when you are inspired, you are in your true nature, and then the inspiration is taking you closer back to the core of your being. So sending you guys so much love. Thank you for watching.